Alright, so we are back for part 3. We left off on Angel of Mercy, which is still one of my favorite trophies, but anyway, we already covered that, so we'll move on. Next one is the first of the silver trophies, and it is called A Whole Lot of Hurt, and it is a whole lot of a pain in the ass.
Oh god, it's just a whole lot of...
This is the one where you have to get 5 of the combat machine gun ribbons and 5 of the combat fragger ribbons. The combat machine gun ribbon is getting 25 machine gun kills in a round, and the combat fragger is getting 10 grenade kills in a round. And no, noob tube kills do not count. They have to be the grenades that you actually throw. That is an important note to make.
Very important.
As far as the combat fragger stuff, personally, the easiest way I found to deal with it was on Copper Hills.
Very good map.
On C. My first line of trying to do it was always hitting the guys that go to that resupply right there in the front, because normally they'd congregate in there, and if you can slip in there fairly easily with like your sensor jammer, you can pop your grenades in there, and you'll usually get at least 1 or 2 guys, sometimes more if you're lucky.
Yes.
Second place I would try, if they've been backed off of there, you can usually catch a bunch of guys in the hallway right before the steps to actually get into C. And aside from that, there's actually a third spot, and all in that same area. If you're outside and you hit from the far right, there's the little wall where they drop down from where they spawn, and then the ramp that actually leads into that first little room next to the objective. If you can get up there with your sensor jammer and hide in the little corner back where that wall meets the little building behind you, you can actually let a bunch of them drop down and run up the ramp into that first room, and you can run up behind them and chuck a couple grenades.
Usually get a bunch of kills that way.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's personal experience on combat fraggers. For the combat machine gun ribbons, I would highly suggest that you get those on a Vet to Over to Valor while you're getting that trophy. And we'll explain that trophy later on. But the Valor machine guns just seem to be a whole lot more better than Sever's machine guns, or Raven's for that fact. They seem to be quicker, more accurate, the recoil's not as much. They just seem to be overall a lot better.
Honestly, the other machine guns just kind of suck.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they work, but...
The Sever ones aren't too bad, but they're nothing compared to the Valor ones.
This trophy is not an easy one to get. I know a lot of players that have, over 1,000, getting close to 2,000 hours, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Grim Reapers, and they do not have this trophy. And the reason is because machine gunning is not the easiest thing to do, because you die a lot. Whenever you pull the trigger, you're on the map. So to get this one, you have to not care about your KDR, and you basically just got to go in there like Schwarzenegger in the movie Commando and just light it up. And you might have 40 deaths, but 32 kills, and that's what you're going to need to do to make sure you get your combat machine gun ribbon.
That's pretty much the way of it. I mean,
you're going to have some games where you're going to have a good KDR, where you can sneak around behind them with a sensor jammer, but for the most part, you're going to get a couple kills with a machine gun, and then all of a sudden you're going to get shot in the back or knifed in the back because someone's run up on you because you now popped up on their mini-map.
You're actually better off on whatever machine gun loadout you end up doing, putting more of your points into the armor.
Yeah.
So that you can actually get up in there, because you're going to be on the map no matter what as soon as you start shooting.
Yeah.
There is no suppressor for a machine gun.
So, anyway, so this is a whole lot of hurt. It is a whole lot of pain in the ass, and I wish you a whole lot of luck. Anyway, so that is a whole lot of hurt, and we're moving on.
Next one is Silent but Deadly, and that is for getting 25 kills with poison gas over the course of your career. The easiest way to get it is dropping a gas strike as platoon leader. Second best way would be popping gas grenades into objectives.
or your favorite way of doing it is hucking grenades.
Yes, hucking, chucking, throwing, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Farving.
Yeah, Brett Favre a few in there.
And if you throw it and you don't get a kill, then you Romoed it.
I guess that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah. So you make sure you want to Farv it, not Romo it.
I think Romoing would be more if you went to throw it and it just like clanged off of something and missed entirely.
Yeah.
And then ends up landing on your teammates and kills like 5 people that way.
Yeah. So
that's a Romo.
That's a Romo. You don't want a Romo.
No.
Maybe
no,
a Rolo, but not a Romo.
Exactly.
So anyway, throw your gas into clusters of enemies.
Always be careful with your gas.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so throw your gas into clusters of enemies, and you should get these fairly easy. You're going to get a lot of assists, so actually, by doing this, you'll probably be able to get Little Buddy quite easier, because you do get so many assists. You'll throw your grenades in with the gas, and all of a sudden you'll see +5, and then you'll see +3, +3, +3. So, it'll probably help on the very first
I think you were talking
trophy.
about Coughing Killer.
No, I was talking about Little Buddy.
The thing for blowing up vehicles?
Little Buddy?
That's what Little Buddy is, dude.
No, it's not.
Little Buddy's the one with the battering ribbons. Isn't it? No, that's the
Junkyard
assist one, isn't it?
I swear to God, my partner is fucking
my bad.
losing his ever-loving mind.
It's almost midnight. Cut me some slack.
Anyway, one grape knows what the hell he's talking about.
For once.
Yeah. Disregard that whole little bantering session.
Yeah.
It usually happens. We're like a married couple. Don't worry about it. Anyway, moving on. So that's Silent but Deadly. The next one on the list is called Devil Dog.
Devil Dog is a lot like A Whole Lot of Hurt, except a whole hell of a lot easier.
That is true.
Devil Dog is for 5 combat assault ribbons and 5 combat sidearms. Now, the two are comparable because combat assault is 25 assault rifle kills in a round, and combat sidearm is 10 sidearm kills in a round. Which the two are a lot easier to get, especially on Sever for the combat assaults. Bust out the Tamsin. You can see that in our other video where we're talking about the assault rifle loadouts. It's basically it. Just run around with the Tamsin. You can get your 25 with that.
Yeah, you get the suppressors on both of these weapons.
Definitely.
You're good to go. The easiest way to get your sidearm ones, though, is to throw some points into close quarters and get your fire rate and recoil.
Big time. And reload speed.
Reload speed. You'll get a lot of kills that way. So
this is another one a lot like the combat melee ribbons, where if you're on Darien Network, you can hide in the bushes and just let people run past you, then pop out of the bushes and nail them.
Yep.
Also, the thing we told you about the snipers, where if you run up on a sniper, except this time you'd be remembering to switch to your sidearm to kill them instead of knifing them.
Yeah, one shot to the head and you're good to go. So anyway, that's called Devil Dog, and it's 5 combat assault ribbons and 5 combat sidearms. So all in all, run around with your assault rifle suppressed, and you know, after a few times working with it, you'll figure out how to use the assault rifle. And the combat sidearms, literally just go into the whole game, starting off with your sidearm. You might go 10 and 15, 10 and 20, whatever.
Yeah, not the best way to get points, but it's basically what you gotta do. Just run around with your sidearm out and do nothing but kill with the sidearm.
So, that's called Devil Dog. That's a silver trophy. Alright, moving on again to the
Streaker. This is a fairly simple one too, not exactly easy to get, but in order to get this one you have to earn the Streaker medal, which consists of having a streak of 15 kills. That's 15 straight kills without dying. Now, we had a bit of a discussion about this, and this is 15 kills in a round. Now, generally when you think of in a single round, you think ribbon.
Yeah, why it's not a ribbon?
This is the only medal
no
where
idea.
What you get is based on a single round, and you can only earn it once. we're both personally of the opinion that there should be a streaker ribbon so that you could actually see how often you're having really good games where you get streaks of 15 or higher.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, that's how you get it. You got to get the streaker medal.
Sniping's the easiest way. Sniping
Most
paratroopers.
definitely.
Just snipe paratroopers and you'll get it.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's the streaker. It's a silver trophy. We highly recommend you keep your clothes on while getting this trophy, but if you want to play naked, more power to you. Alright, next one on the list
He's
is
speaking
called...
from personal experience.
Yes, Steamroller.
Steamroller is another one that's very easy to get if you're sniping. Either pop into a sabotage or
Suppression.
a suppression and snipe. The goal of this trophy is you have to have a 3-to-1 KDR, and that's just the easiest way to do it, because if you're in the back sniping, you have a lot less chance of somebody messing you up by killing you a bunch of times.
So just shoot 3 or 4 people and wait out the game and the trophy will pop.
That's where the suppression one comes in.
Yes.
We very rarely would suggest playing suppression at all, really.
But for this one, easy.
But for this one, it helps, since that one's based on kills and respawns and whatnot.
Yes.
So it's a much easier one to get your 3-to-1 KDR.
Alright, so that's a silver trophy. It's called Steamroller. Alright, so suppression it up and you'll have it. The next one on the list is called Baby Need a Bandage.
AKA the Medic Trophy. This is for getting 5 of the Silver Cross ribbon and the Golden Cross ribbon. The Silver Cross ribbon is for healing 250 units of health in a round, which basically means just run around and
spraying the good shiz.
Yeah, spray your good shiz all over anybody that needs it.
Yes.
Wow, that sounded bad.
All up in their face.
And the Golden Cross ribbon is getting 15 resuscitations in a round, which basically means go and raise the dead. Both of which just sound horrible, but, you know, you do what you gotta do to get the trophy.
Exactly.
And it's a good way to get points, too, actually.
Yep. Which will explain
since reses are worth double what kills are, and you can get a lot of points off of just a single heal if they're really damaged. But that's basically what you need to know on that one. Just run around healing and rezzing people, and you'll get it eventually.
Just spray your stuff and use your gun. Alrighty then. Wow. So that's Baby Need a Bandage, Silver Trophy. The next one on the list that we're going to be talking about is called Take Me to Your Leader.
This too is probably one of the easiest ones to get. All this one requires is that you get a single win as squad leader. So when you get the chance, apply for squad leader. Once you get it, win at least one game, and you've got this trophy. Very simple.
Yeah. Why it's a silver trophy, I have no idea.
I think there's actually a medal associated with it too for getting a win as your first win as squad leader, or it may be a few wins as squad leader.
Yeah,
we'll get into that in one of the other videos.
Alright. So we got time to just kind of briefly explain this next one, because we're going to be doing a separate video on it. This one's called Chest Candy, and it's for earning 40 different ribbons. We're going to do a whole separate video on just this trophy, on what ribbons to concentrate on and which ones to not concentrate on, and how to get them the easiest way. And with that being said, we're approaching our 15-minute mark on the video. So again, we'd like to thank all our YouTubers for watching this and staying with us on this long journey of mag platinum action. And see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.